The biggest AI companies are getting all the attention right now, but some smaller infrastructure players connected to this boom are still trading like penny stocks. Behind the scenes, billions are deployed into data centers, automated systems, and defense-level AI. This infrastructure actually powers how artificial intelligence works in the real world. But here's the catch. Most attention and capital flow into obvious names, while smaller companies are quietly overlooked. And this is the part most people miss. Some companies connected to AI expansion are still trading at extremely low prices under a single dollar. In this video, we're looking at two of them, one around 83 cents and another near $3.50. Once you understand their fit in the AI ecosystem, the pricing looks more interesting. Both operate in parts of AI infrastructure most people rarely think about. Yet, these layers could become increasingly important as AI adoption spreads into real-world systems. So the real question becomes, why are some companies tied to this growing AI ecosystem still priced like penny stocks? And could the market be overlooking certain parts of the AI infrastructure story? Because right now, the artificial intelligence boom isn't just about chatbots or software platforms. It's about massive systems underneath: data infrastructure, real-world sensors, intelligent monitoring networks, and decision-making systems that help organizations process enormous amounts of information. But here's the part most people miss. Capital flows first into obvious companies, the big names everyone recognizes. Meanwhile, smaller infrastructure players sometimes take longer for the market to notice. This is exactly where pricing inefficiencies usually exist. It doesn't guarantee anything, of course. Timing is uncertain, and small-cap companies carry real risks. But historically, these overlooked layers are where institutions quietly watch when new technology cycles expand. And this is exactly where smaller cap opportunities sometimes start forming. So let's look at the first company. This business operates in a part of the AI ecosystem that sits directly in the physical world, not just inside software. Imagine thousands of cameras and sensors deployed across cities, highways, and transportation systems, constantly capturing data from real-world environments. This technology can identify vehicles, detect patterns in traffic movement, and monitor safety issues, and help organizations manage infrastructure far more efficiently. And this is the part most investors overlook. As cities become more connected, intelligent monitoring systems are increasingly important. But unlike consumer AI applications, these systems often operate quietly behind the scenes. If this layer of infrastructure expands, companies building these systems could become critical components. But here's the catch. Even though the technology is more relevant, the stock has experienced a volatile journey. At one point, the share price traded well above the current level before pulling back. Now, the stock sits around the sub-$1 range, stabilizing after previous price swings. So the question becomes, is the market simply ignoring this infrastructure layer for now, or waiting for stronger signals before paying attention again? And when you actually look at the company behind this technology, things start to make more sense. The business is Wrecker Systems, ticker REKR, currently priced around 0.83 per share. Wrecker focuses on AI-powered roadway intelligence systems that analyze transportation data. Using machine learning and computer vision, its technology helps cities and government agencies understand traffic patterns, detect incidents, and improve road safety through real-time analytics. But this doesn't mean the stock moves tomorrow. There are real risks here, and smaller companies often face unpredictable timelines. Still, it helps explain why some investors keep an eye on infrastructure companies like this, as AI systems begin interacting more with the physical world. Now, before we get into the second stock, here's something most people completely overlook about the AI market. Even though AI demand is accelerating globally, some infrastructure companies are seeing delayed price reactions. In other words, the technology may already be advancing faster than the stock prices reflect, and historically, these gaps sometimes create interesting scenarios in emerging industries. Which brings us to the second company. But unlike the first company, this one focuses more on the decision-making side of artificial intelligence. Think about complex organizations such as government agencies, defense systems, or large enterprises. These groups process massive volumes of data every single day. The challenge isn't just collecting information, it's turning that information into actionable decisions. This is where advanced AI analytics platforms begin to play a role. These systems can analyze large data sets, identify patterns, simulate outcomes, and help leaders make faster strategic decisions. And this is where things get interesting. If AI adoption expands across defense, intelligence, logistics, and enterprise operations, companies providing these analytical decision systems naturally become more relevant. But here's the catch. Just like many smaller AI companies, this stock has experienced significant volatility in the past. At one stage, the share price moved sharply higher as interest in AI companies surged. Later, broader market corrections pulled the price back down, leaving the stock trading well below earlier highs. Today, the share price sits around $3.50, stabilizing after those earlier fluctuations. So once again, the question becomes, is the market waiting for stronger growth signals, or simply overlooking smaller players in the AI ecosystem? And when you actually look at the company behind this platform, the picture becomes clearer. The business is BigBear.ai Holdings, ticker BBAI, currently priced around $3.50 per share. BigBear.ai focuses on AI-driven analytics and decision intelligence systems, often used in government, defense, and enterprise environments. Its platforms help organizations analyze complex data and generate predictive insights for strategic planning. But again, none of this guarantees future stock performance. There are real risks involved, and smaller AI companies often face competitive pressures, funding challenges, and long development timelines. Still, it highlights how different parts of the AI ecosystem are evolving simultaneously. So now you have two very different setups. One company operates in the physical infrastructure layer, analyzing transportation systems. The other focuses on the decision intelligence layer, helping organizations interpret massive data sets. Both are connected to the broader expansion of artificial intelligence, but they sit in completely different parts of the technology stack. One may benefit as AI becomes embedded into physical infrastructure. The other may benefit as organizations rely more on AI-driven analytics and planning tools. And this is where the comparison becomes interesting. Which layer of the AI ecosystem expands faster? The infrastructure layer interacting with real-world systems, or the decision intelligence layer, helping organizations analyze data? Different investors may see different scenarios, but the bigger idea here isn't just these two companies, it's the broader layer of the AI economy they represent. Because while most attention stays focused on the largest technology companies, the supporting systems quietly expand underneath. Infrastructure networks, monitoring platforms, decision intelligence tools, all forming the foundation that allows artificial intelligence to function in the real world. And historically, these supporting layers sometimes move later in a technology cycle. But occasionally, with significant momentum, once attention shifts. If this breakdown helped you see the AI ecosystem from a slightly different perspective, that's the goal. And if you want to keep exploring how smaller companies fit into the expanding artificial intelligence landscape, you already know what to do.